Hi, my name is Mel, and today I'm going to show you how to make carne asada tacos. You can see I have my ingredients here, so we're going to start marinating our beef. So you have to get a medium-sized bowl, which is this, and we're first going to start by cutting up our 1 jalapeno pepper, which needs to be seeded and miced. Then you want to open it at the stem first, and then you just want to open the jalapeno up and see how it's seeded, right? You want to be nice. I just do what I do with my hands, how I see my dad do it, which is just do this every time. Once your thing looks like this, you wanna then add them into your bowl. You want to do half a cup of chopped cilantro. Chopped cilantro. At first I like it with the stem sometimes, so yeah. Put it in your food. You want to mice your garlic, which is 4 cloves of garlic. And you need about 2 teaspoons of this. Alright, so once you have your garlic miced and ready, then you're just gonna get your 1 teaspoon and you're gonna add about 2 teaspoons of this. 1, 2. You wanna add 1/3 cup of olive oil. I don't have any olive oil, sadly. We're gonna get some, but I didn't have time, and also my parents didn't have time, so I'm using vegetable oil instead. And the recipe says it still works the same. Like that, and then you're just gonna add even more. So you're gonna add 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. And with that, then we are going to add 1 teaspoon of ground cumin. Next we're going to add 1 teaspoon of dried oregano. I have it right here. This is fresh from Mexico that my aunt sent my mom to. That my aunt sent my mom to. So I'm just going to add that in there. Okay. And then a teaspoon of salt. It says kosher salt, but I don't have that, so I have normal salt instead. Next, we're gonna add some black pepper, a fourth of it, a teaspoon. I have this pepper. I don't have like freshly pepper. Once you're done and you have this kind of mixture, then you're just gonna want it. You're just gonna want to shift it around. Like move it around. Like so. Don't worry if it doesn't look pretty. It's gonna taste pretty. If that makes sense. Okay. Should look something like this. Now we're gonna put this to the side for now. Next up, you want to add your steak into here. I decided to get a rounded thin steak. They didn't have the flank or the skirt steak anywhere near me, but I tried to get something close as possible, which was this. Might have helped me. So, to my hand. And you want 2 pounds of the flank and skirt steak. But I personally like this. We want to add these first so that it can cook really well. Okay. Now that that's in there, you want to add your thing that you made in here, and you just wanna start pouring it on top. And you're just gonna want to close it. And I like to move it around so that it gets all of the steak in there. Just like the marinade. So what I do is I just do this. I would do this just so that we can get all the steak in there, all nice and coated. And then you're just wanting to let this sit in the refrigerator for about at least 2 to 4 hours. If you leave it in more than like I'd say 8 hours, it can the steak can like fall apart, and you don't want that in your steak. You don't want that grease stuff, right? So you're gonna leave this in for 2 to 4 hours in the refrigerator. Once you're done cooking and all, you're gonna want to clean your surface because it needs to be sanitary for later, also for cleaning purposes. So that's what I'm doing. Marinated thing is literally past like 2 to 4 hours. Next, you can take it out of the bag, and you're gonna want to get some paper towels. I have them over here, and you're gonna want to. I'm gonna get a thing over here. A tongue. Sorry. You're gonna get your steak out of the bag. And you're just gonna want to, if I get it out, I don't want to use my hands for this, but I might have to. Once you have one out, you're gonna want to pat it down with like a paper towel. So you're just gonna get your meat. And you're just gonna want to remove some of that juice off of it, because well, you're not gonna need it for a moment. Just like so. And then you're gonna repeat that with all of them, and then later on you're gonna add some olive oil to them, and we're gonna add some salt and pepper to both sides. Alright, we're on our last one. I'm gonna okay. Once you're done with that, we're gonna add a little bit of olive oil to each side of them. So I have another plate here. Alright, so once you're done trying to dry off the marinated juice off of these, next you're gonna add a little bit of oil to them. It says vegetable oil, but of course I don't have that, so I have vegetable oil. I'm just gonna add a little bit of it onto this plate. Oh, okay, well, a little bit too much. Okay. I'm just gonna put it onto them like so, like this. Like that until they're like coated a little bit on each side. You don't need a lot of oil. You just need a little. I just like to use my fingers for it. I'm just gonna keep doing this until like they're all like covered. I'm not fully covered with salt and pepper. So as you can see, I have a black stone. I see. And I am gonna start off our steak. Alright, so as you can see, we have this in here, and then I have more. And these are going to be cooked for about at least like, since these are kind of thin, I'm going to let these cook for about at least 4 minutes. See like how these ones are now like getting cooked and all. They're starting to get there a little bit. I like them a little bit more toasted. So we're going to leave these in for a moment. And while we're waiting for that, I'm going to add the tortillas. Now, you want since there's a lot, you can add how many tortillas you like. My parents usually at least make at least 20 of tortillas with the fat, of course. So I have no idea what that is. And that's what the recipe says. Alright, once your meat looks like kind of like this one here, then you're just gonna add in the chicken. You can flip them a few times, that's how I do it, so that I can get all of it. And your tortillas, you can now put them over here. Okay, so now we have the tortillas right now. I already have about at least 3 tortillas here. I'm gonna cook all these 6 since there's not a lot of meat here, but like, you know, just to make sure. You know? This is how I flip my tortillas. I used to be like that kid where like doing like that. But since my mom taught me how to do it with your hands to protect them, I can now flip them. So now, like this one. Until like the tortillas are like done, like they look kind of like golden brownish and like they are floppier now, then you can now remove them from here. Alright, and once you're done cooking your tortillas, we're gonna move on to cutting the meat, and then we're gonna cut up some onions and cilantro and some lime. Alright, so now we're gonna cut up our meat. So we have our meats that are already, you know, cooked now, and now we're just gonna start by, why did I do that? Sorry. We're gonna start off by cutting them up now into bite-sized pieces for tacos. You can just be kind of whatever you want, like, you can just cut them up already, like, it doesn't matter, as long as it looks good. See, like, that's appetizing, you know? Yeah. And into bite sizes, you know, doesn't matter. As long as you put some into tiny pieces, you're fine. Just like that, and you're gonna put them all into your plate. I usually cut up 2 at a time. This one makes the process go really easy. Easier, and you can like get these like really nice-ish meat sizes. Okay. That's what I usually do. But if you have your preferences, you have your preferences. You can just, you know, put them up. It's bad if your sizes are too big. Like that. And keep going with that, like that. Alright, so once your meat looks just like this, which looks really good, Next, now you're gonna add the toppings. Now, you can add cilantro, cebolla, because that's literally the traditional of what a taco needs to have. So you're just gonna cut up some cilantro, cebolla. You don't need that much if you don't want a lot. So I'm just gonna add this much to mine. I'm just gonna cut those little pieces because, well, that's how my family cuts them up. And like, so that you get more cilantro out of your tacos. You got more cilantro. I got a lot. Okay. Now it's gonna look pretty. Next up, you're gonna add your cebolla, which is your onion, to this. I had to move workstations, that's okay. So, we're gonna cut half of this onion. So I'm just gonna remove this. I'm just gonna cut half of it. You can save that for later. And then you can start cutting. Don't get near it like I always did, because that was always my mistakes. Because I would get too close to it, and next thing I know, I am bawling my eyes out because I got way too close to it because I wanted to see if I did it all correctly or not. Don't do that. Otherwise you're gonna bawl like a baby. I already washed the slime. Yeah, you can stick out the water. I'm gonna do it anyway. So we're gonna cut our lime into wedges. First off, you're gonna cut your lime in half, and you're just gonna go in the center of your line like this. And have the perfect lime wedgie. You can add this to your plate like that. And then you have another one. You know what, guys? This powder is safe. Like my mom and I clean it like 100 times. Just like that. It doesn't look the best, but you can, these will look best. Alright. Next, you want to clean up your surface because right now we're gonna start doing the tacos. You want to get your clean plate, right? So then you're gonna get your tortillas. I at least get like 2 or 3 tortillas for my likings. You can do how many you want. Okay. Next, you're gonna want to add your meat that you just made. So let me get a close-up shot for you guys. Just like that. You can add how much you want, or it doesn't matter to you. Just like that. Then you're gonna want to add your onion. I didn't mean to add that. Your onion. I forgot to show you guys. I removed the middle part of the onion, so don't worry. Then you wanna add your cilantro if you want. And finally, you add your lime wedges, just like that. And yeah, the perfect taco. Yummy. Oh, you can add your lime onto it with this. And all of them. You can add salsa, pico de gallo, anything you want. It doesn't matter. You can add anything you want to it. And then some salt if you want extra flavor. And here's your nice, beautiful taco. And that is how you make carne asada tacos. Hope you guys loved my video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!